What are you doing in here?
Washing my hands to stay safe. Remember, wash your hands for a minimum of 20 seconds. That's like singing happy birthday twice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hey, PS 81 students. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about length. And we're going to talk about three things in particular. We're going to talk about how to order length, how to compare it, and how to find the size. You got to know a couple of words. Measurement, that's when you see what is the size of this object from one end to the other end, from the beginning to the end. What is that length? What is that measurement? Order is to place things in some kind of a pattern. Sometimes it can be from smallest to biggest. Sometimes it could be the opposite, from biggest to smallest. Sometimes it's a different order. Big, small, big, small, big, small. So it's some kind of a pattern that we can all follow, that we can all see, some order. Sometimes we do ABC order. And A starts first, B, have a whole lot of words. Words with A go first, words with B second, and you keep going in that order. And we also want to do with length is compare it. Which one is longer than the other one? Which one is shorter? Which one is the same?
Ling has 2 crayons. How can she find out if one is longer or shorter than the other? Could the crayons be the same length? To compare lengths, you have to line up the ends of the objects at the same place. Now the crayons are lined up at the same place. Look at the other ends of the crayons to see which one is longer. The longer crayon is the crayon that sticks out farther than the other. The orange crayon sticks out farther than the purple crayon. It's longer. The purple crayon is shorter than the orange crayon because it doesn't stick out as far. So Ling can compare the lengths of the crayons by lining up the ends at the same place. Then she can see which end sticks out farther. The orange crayon is longer than the purple crayon. The purple crayon is shorter than the orange crayon. If neither crayon stuck out further than the other one, the crayons would be about the same length.
So I'm sure you understand how to compare lengths now. So for your assignment, please post on the bottom and write it like this so I know it's for me. Mr. V, tell me A or B is longer, and then tell me how do you know? How do you know? Now that we know about measuring which one is longer, which one is shorter, measuring the length of something, let's take a look at how to order that. We want to know how to put it in some kind of an order, in some kind of a pattern.
Rosa has an object that's longer than this drinking straw. Which of these objects does Rosa have? First, let's try the crayon. Line it up with the drinking straw. Look at the end of the straw and the end of the crayon. Is the end of the crayon longer than the end of the straw? No, the crayon is not longer than the straw, so this is not the object Rosa has. Let's try the paper clip. Line it up with the straw. Look at the end of the straw and the end of the paper clip. Is the end of the paper clip longer than the end of the straw? No, the paper clip is not longer than the straw, so this is not the object Rosa has. How about the blue ribbon? Line it up with the straw. Look at the end of the straw and the end of the ribbon. Is the end of the ribbon longer than the end of the straw? Yes, the ribbon is longer than the straw, so this is the object Rosa has.
First thing we're going to do is take a look at putting something from longest to shortest. Here we have a line in green, starts here and ends here. Here we have another line, starts here and ends here. I want to know, if I start a third line here, how far do I have to go to be in the middle of those two lines? You don't want to be the shortest and you don't want to be the longest. Is it A, B, or C? You took a good guess? If you guessed A, and our line went to this point, it could not be in the middle because it is shorter than this one. It would actually belong down here. If you picked C, this line would be this long, and it would belong up here because it would be longer than that line. The correct answer is B. B would give us a line that is shorter than the top one, but longer than this one. That would be the correct order. Let's try one more. I have this line, we'll call it A. Then I have a purple line, or a red line, I'm sorry. We'll call that one B. And then I have a purple one. We'll call that one C. If I wanted to order these lines from shortest to longest, how would the order be? Would it be A on top as the longest, B in the middle, and C on the bottom as the shortest? I'll give you a second. Okay. You can always pause the video and think about it. If we look, if we want the shortest one on top, that would have to be B. B is your shortest line. We would have to take A, the green one, and move it to that position. Now we have shortest, a little bit longer, and longest. We have ordered from shortest to longest. Now that we know how to tell different lengths, I have a little riddle for you. And it goes like this. We have a string, a ribbon, and a chain. Which object is the longest? Right now we can't tell, but I got two hints for you. The first hint is the string is shorter than the ribbon. Second hint, the chain is shorter than the ribbon. You should be able to say which one is the longest. Right? Which one is the longest here? Either the chain, the ribbon, or the string. Pick one, put it here, and then tell me why.